Good morning students, I am Pushkar Paritosh and this video is brought to you by St. Paul Modern School, Bakri Bazar. So dear students, today's topic is now and this video is for class 6, 7 and 8. So let us start the topic. Now is equal to name. Name of anything that you see around you. The fan that you see is also a noun. The pen that you see is also a noun. Copy is also a noun. Book is also a noun. Your name and other people's name is also a noun. So name of anything. The name of anything is termed as noun. So what is the definition of noun? Noun is a name of a person, place or thing. So this thing, you have to focus on this word. Thing means what? Thing means everything that you think of. Suppose you think of cowardice. You think of kindness. You cannot see them, but they are also noun. Because we can think of about them. Okay, now let us move on. Let us take some examples. For example, Ram is a name of a person. Bakri is the name of a place. Like this, village is also a noun. Kolkata is also a noun. Ganga river is also a noun. Mount Everest is also a noun. River is also a noun and mountain is also a noun, etc. So now let us move on. I am giving you an example of a sentence. Ashoka was a great king. So here we can see that there are two nouns in this sentence. One is Ashoka and the other is king. So these two words are nouns. Now these two nouns are different. Ashoka is the proper noun and king is the common noun. So how can we understand this? So let us move on. Like Sita. Sita is a name of a girl. So Sita is a proper noun, while girl is a common noun. Like this, Kolkata is a proper noun, while city is a common noun. So like this we have many examples, like Ganga is a river and Ganga is a proper noun, while river is the common noun. Mount Everest is the proper noun and mountain is the common noun. So we can see what is the difference between these two nouns, proper noun and common noun. So proper noun is the name of some particular person or place. Particular person or place means what? When you say that I am living in India, so India is what? India is a name given to a particular country. When you say India, it doesn't mean Bangladesh or any other country. India means a country, a particular country in which we live. Let us take another example. When you say Ganga river, means what? Ganga is a particular name given to a particular river. When you say Ganga, it doesn't mean Yamuna. It doesn't mean Gandhar. So it doesn't mean other rivers. So these are the names given to particular thing, given to a particular person, given to a particular place or a particular thing. Now let us write the definition of the proper noun. So what is proper noun? A proper noun is the name of some particular person or place. So we have seen the example. Again I am writing the examples. For example, Sita, Ganga. Ganga is the name of a river. Kolkata, etc. Now let us move on and let us try to understand what is common noun. So we have seen the examples and we will try to understand what is common noun. A common noun is the name given in common to every person or thing of the same class or kind. What does this mean? First of all, I am writing the definition. A common noun is the name given in common to every person or thing of the same kind or class. For example, girl, boy, city, river, etc. So when we say girl. This name denotes to all girl in the world. But when we say Sita, this denotes to a particular girl only. So girl is a name given to all girls in the world. Sita is also a girl, Geeta is also a girl. Like this, there are many names of the girls. Again, when we say boy, so this word denotes all the boys in the world. Like this, again city, Kolkata is also a city, Patna is also a city, Delhi is also a city, Chennai is also a city. But when we say city, so city denotes all these cities. You can say all the cities in the world. River also denotes all the rivers in the world. So I think you have understood the difference between proper and common. Let us see again that Sita is a name given to a particular girl, while girl is a name given to all the girls in the world. Ganga is a name given to a particular river, while river is a name given to all the rivers in the world. Kolkata. Kolkata is a name of a particular city, while city is a name given to all the cities in the world. Now I think you have understood this topic, so let's proceed to another topic. So students, there are some important points that you should remember. First of all, a proper noun is always written with a capital letter at its beginning. Okay, for example, if I am writing a proper noun like my name is Ram. So this Ram is a proper noun and this word is used at the last in this sentence. But we have to write this word with a capital letter at its beginning. So this is a very important point that should be noted. After that, sometimes a proper noun is used as a common noun. So this is very interesting. A proper noun can be used as a common noun. How? So let us see. Kalidas is often called Shakespeare of India. So Kalidas is often called Shakespeare of India. So this is the example. Now Shakespeare is a proper noun, but here in this sentence, this word is used as a common noun. How can you say that? Kalidas is often called Shakespeare of India. It doesn't mean that Kalidas is the Shakespeare, because Kalidas is a different person and Shakespeare is a different person. So here this word Shakespeare is used to say, to denote that Kalidas is the greatest dramatist. So here in this sentence, Shakespeare is equal to greatest dramatist. Now you can see this sentence, look at the sentence. Kalidas is often called the greatest dramatist of India. So this is very clear. Shakespeare is a proper noun, but here in this sentence, this word is used as a common noun. So again we have to move on the next topic. The next topic is a collective noun. So what is a collective noun? Dear students, have you ever seen an accident on the road? Of course you have seen this. So after an accident, you also see that there come many people. Many people come there to see the accident. So they make a group, and this group is named as a crowd. So what is this crowd? Crowd is an example of a collective noun. Again, you have seen a group of sheep. So what this a group of sheep is called? This is called as a herd. So what do you mean by a collective noun? A collective noun is the name of a number of persons or things taken together and spoken of as one whole. So let us write write the definition of the collective noun. A collective noun is the name of a person, of persons or things taken together and spoken of as one whole. So for example, mob, crowd, jury, etc. So these are collective noun. A collective noun is the name of persons or things taken together and spoken of as one whole. It means a collective noun is the name of a group of person, a group of animal or anything. So every collective noun is a group of anything. It can be a group of a person, it can be a group of animal, it can be a group of anything. So you should think of every collective noun as a name given to a group. For example, crowd. Crowd means what? A collection of people. Like that, jury. When we say jury, we mean a collection of judges. Again, when we say, for example, when we say fleet, this means a collection of vessels or ships. So like this, We have many examples. Some examples are also given in your book, so you should look at those examples. Now let us move to another topic, that is material noun. So I am writing the definition of material noun. Material nouns are the names assigned to the materials or substances of which things are made. So this is the definition of material noun. For example, milk, gold, wood, etc. So let us understand this. What is a material noun? Material nouns are the names assigned to the materials or substances of which things are made. So this is the material noun. These nouns are the things from which something is made. For example, when we take example of milk, so milk is a material noun, and we make rasagulla, curd, paneer, that is cheese, and many more things from milk. So milk is a material noun. Likewise, gold. Gold is also a material noun. We make jewelry from gold, different jewelries from gold. After that, wood. So wood is also a material noun. The chair, the table, the bed, this stand that you see, these all are made of wood. So these material nouns are not counted, they are measured. For example, we cannot count milk, we cannot count gold, we cannot count wood. We can only measure these material nouns. You cannot say that I need 1 milk, 2 milk or 3 milk. So this cannot be possible. Like this, there are many other material nouns, and only thing that you should remember is that these material nouns are not counted, they are only measured. And from these materials we can make other substances, other goods, other products. So now let us move to the other topic, next topic. The next topic is abstract noun. So first of all, let me write the definition of the abstract noun. An abstract noun is usually the name of a quality, action, or state considered apart from the object to which it belongs. For example, goodness, laughter, childhood, etc. So, first of all, abstract. What does this word mean? Abstract. Abstract means to extract. It means what? If you take, for example, I am showing you, if you take this material and dip it into the water, and when you take it out from the water and squeeze this, so from this material liquid comes out, and that liquid is called the extract. Like this, we have many words in English, and from those words we make abstract nouns. For example, I am giving you some example. Goodness. So goodness is an abstract noun, and this word comes from good. So when we add NESS to this word, we get goodness, which is an abstract noun. It means what? Good is a quality, and goodness is the name of this quality. So this is what the definition tells us. Again, laughter. Laughter comes from laugh. So laugh is a word. This word is an action, and laughter is the name of this action, laugh. Again, childhood. This word is formed from this word child. When we add hood to this word, we get childhood. So child is a state. Child is the name of a state, and childhood is child is a state, and childhood is the name of this state. So like this, we have many examples. So what we get, let us review. An abstract noun is usually the name of a quality. For example, goodness, kindness. These all are name of a quality. Again, name of action like laughter, or state like childhood, manhood, boyhood. These all are the names of state considered apart from the object. So this goodness is apart from good. These two are very different. Laughter is also different from love. Laughter is the name of this action. So they are different from each other, from the object to which it belongs. Now, one interesting thing is there in this abstract noun, that we cannot see this abstract noun. For example, you are a good person. You have the quality of goodness. You are a kind person, you have the quality of kindness, but goodness and kindness cannot be seen. Can you see that? Of course not. Again, laughter. Laughter is not seen. Childhood is not seen. We can see a child. We can see a person laughing, but we cannot see laughter. We cannot see childhood. So, this is what I am trying to say. Now, the names of arts and sciences are also abstract nouns. For example, let us take one example, chemistry. So chemistry is a name of a subject, you know that. Physics, mathematics, again politics, etc. And we will meet in the next video with a new topic. Thank you.